What's up, fellow geeks, and welcome back to Geek Out. Sadly, it's our final episode, but I'm your host, Sarah Walsh.
And I'm Frank Muniz. This may be our final episode, but we have a lot of topics from our previous episodes, and we'll be putting everything together in this one super condensed episode.
Now, let's take a trip down memory lane before we really dive in.
Sorry guys, we were a little tardy. Welcome to Geek Out. I'm your host, Cameron Perez.
And I'm Frank Muniz.
And today we've come to talk about the wonderful world of video games.
What up, fam squad, and welcome to the second episode of Geek Out.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the third episode of Geek Out.
What's up, nerds? And welcome to the fourth episode of Geek Out.
What? Why?
You have 5 minutes to spare.
What's the name of that technique?
The Naruto run.
Oh! We're here outside Geek Out hostess Sarah's room to see how Disney she truly is.
Okay, and we'll be going back to you now, Austin and Cam.
Comedy that everyone... There's no reason at all. Just simply to waste your time.
I've danced in Disney, been traumatized in Disney, but still have those beautiful moments to remember with my favorite mouse. You see this elephant?
Where did you even pull that from?
That's not important.
See you next time on Geek Out.
And we'll bippity boppity see you later.
We'll see you next time on Geek Out.
We'll see you next episode. Sarah, do you remember what we did our first episode way back then?
I do, and it's really fun because it's the one thing we can all geek out about. It was so long ago, but I loved learning about all the different things, especially gaming. What do you think the future of gaming looks like?
I think we're just getting closer and closer to the world of virtual reality. So far, it's pretty amazing, being put into a fictional world and interacting with everything with your own movements. My favorite game that I experienced was Adult Swim's Rick and Morty Virtual Reality.
Was the one that did all the science stuff with you. Oh, really science stuff, huh? Yeah, real smooth. You sound like some kind of piece of shit that never read a book, and now you're giving a book report about it. Woohoo! Yeah, take that, Rick! Yeah, how does that... Rick, the clone has a gun! Don't worry, I got this. Time to shoot another clone, Morty.
I just couldn't get enough of it.
I am a die-hard Rick and Morty fan, so I really need to get my hands on that game.
I said the only danger for VR games is where you're swinging your arms, because they got some really good horror games. What about you, Sarah?
Well, I do agree with you, and I think gaming is going to take the idea of virtual reality to a whole different level. We now just have headsets that we put on to take us to a different world or a different place in the country, anywhere. But I think now there's going to be something where we actually step into the world of gaming. I think it will be more made for the average household, and people are just going to want it. You'll be able to step in and be in the same world as GTA or Call of Duty or any games like that. And with that, we'll be right back after some commercial breaks, so stay tuned to Geek Out.
We wish you a Merry Christmas, we wish you a Merry Christmas, we wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Be sure to go to your local Starbucks and try out all your favorite holiday drinks for a limited time only.
Jared Diner, you have a package. Right there.
Son of a...
Clean that up.
Why? I hate eggs.
I'm Matt Michalowski, and I'm a junior here at Rider University.
I'm Caroline Sasser, and I'm a senior.
Hi, my name is Eric Weinstein. I am a junior here at Rider University.
I have to say my favorite video game is Black Ops 1, Call of Duty.
Overwatch, League of Legends, and a bunch of cute little games for girls.
So I'm mainly into first-person shooters. So I've been playing a lot of Destiny lately. I also like a lot of role-playing games, kind of like Darksiders.
So the type of people I follow are kind of like the guys that are more down to earth and don't have a quote unquote character. So I kind of stick with guys like Jack Jack Frags, and X Factor Gaming.
Internet stars. I follow a lot of YouTubers, Markiplier, Dan and Phil. Yeah, I watch a lot of gamer things because I like watching people play. So like Game Grumps and Rooster Teeth.
So I do, as far as like internet stars, I watch the Game Theorist a lot because I really like some of the stuff that he does as far as like video game analyzing video games and all that fun stuff. I also watch Markiplier a lot because I like some of his reactions to some of the more scary video games.
Fandoms I'm into involve like The Walking Dead, Deadliest Catch, if there's a fandom for that.
Like Marvel, Harry Potter, Shadowhunters, like all those fandoms. I'm in a lot of fandoms. It would take me forever to name them all, but those are like my top 3.
So I watch a lot of anime. That's one of the fandoms that I'm into because of the fact that I just really like a lot of the art styles. I'm currently watching My Hero Academia, Black Clover, Dragon Ball Super. I'm also heavily into D&D.
My favorite superhero has to be... it's like between Spider-Man and Batman.
Cyclops. I love Cyclops. I don't know why. I saw him one day in a comic and I was like, that's him. That's my man. He's my favorite.
My favorite superhero of all time is Deadpool.
Welcome back. We were just talking about games, and being a fellow gamer myself, I cannot wait to see what the future is going to surprise me with. But let's move on to the internet stars. Sarah, what do you think will happen with the current internet population?
I'm sure with the growing channels, people are going to start to really branch out in their images. I think more will try to connect with companies and try to create new businesses or even invest in some. I think a lot of them are going to maybe even get off the YouTube platform and go to YouTube Red. On the other hand, I do think some might actually leave YouTube or even the internet themselves. A lot of them don't know what a private life is, so they might try to branch out and maybe die down a little bit their images and just live their lives. A lot of them don't have like girlfriends or like children and stuff like that, and you really don't want to put that on the public a lot of the times, but who knows? The future only holds what they want. I know I watch a lot of YouTube and I follow a lot of these stars, so it probably could happen to even them that I watch, but I don't know. But I have a bigger question for you, Frank. We're all about fandoms. We know that, me and you. What do you think is going to happen with the craziness of it?
I'm pretty sure the craziness will never go away. As long as there's still conventions about anything, fandoms won't die out. As for anime fans out in the world, things are only getting better. A lot of shows that were in a long hiatus and we just thought weren't going to get a sequel are finally coming out and just in time for the holiday season. So now I don't have to worry about doing work and I get to watch my shows in peace in my room. So Sarah, what do you think? You're a Disney expert. What do you think Disney and other fandoms have to bring to the future that's ahead of them?
I think the Disney fandom's never going to really die down. I think it's just going to be much bigger. They're already starting to integrate a lot of things, like Star Wars Land. Like they already started the construction on it. They're already getting plans for a hotel and everything. So it's going to be really cool, and I'm really, really excited to see it. Like I'm like shaking inside to see it. But I know I can't wait. But I think we need to move on to our final topic, which was superheroes.
I'm sure by now a good amount of people have seen Thor Ragnarok and are just getting ready to see Black Panther in the movie theaters. But the greatest Marvel trailer was just released, and boy, it'll get you real excited.
You couldn't be more right. The ultimate Marvel movie is coming out with all the heroes coming together. It's Infinity Wars.
There was an idea to bring together a group of remarkable people.
To see if we could become something more.
So when they needed us, we could fight the battles
that they never could.
Fun isn't something one considers when balancing the universe. But this does put a smile on my face.
I can barely stay in my seat after seeing that.
I am super excited for this movie too. You should have seen me freaking out when I saw it, but I know there's a lot of speculations because people might think this is the final fight for some of our favorite superheroes. But now, Frank, it's the last episode of Geek Out. What was your favorite part?
Well, my favorite part of Geek Out is that we all came together for this show and we got to talk about something that we're all super passionate about. And I had a lot of fun with everyone. Also, I can't help but laugh every time I remember the time you told me you were scarred at Disney. That's just me, but I'm sure there's something that you really liked about being on Geek Out.
I love preparing for it every week. It's fun to see everyone get really excited about the topics that we're going to talk about. But one thing that will always get me laughing is the edits that we put in our fandom episode when you were talking about anime. Actually, every time I watch it, I could just die of laughter.
Well, that's our time for this fun episode of Geek Out. Thanks for watching these past few weeks. I'm your host, Frank Muniz.
And I'm Sarah Walsh.
Thanks for geeking out with us.